Hello, this is being recorded in the fall of 2012. I have been an ileostomate for 37 years. I recently figured that I've changed my appliance, what many people call the bag, some 3,400 times by now. I was really a little amazed at that figure. I am doing this video not to suggest that my way is the right way, or the only way, or the best way, but simply to let others know how one person has settled on doing it over the years. And there are many other informative YouTube videos on this topic to explore, and there are many different suppliers and products to choose from. Perhaps the most important challenge is to get a feel of how many days an appliance seal will last without deteriorating to the point of leaking. I have found that mine will almost never leak in 4 days, but by 5 days the seal is quite degraded, with a much greater chance of leaking. So I change my appliance every 4th morning. You will also want to get a feel about the best time of day to change the appliance, because you don't want it to be draining. I change it shortly after breakfast, as I haven't eaten anything that would be immediately coming through since the evening before. It is pretty quiet, but once in a while there's a little drainage to quickly clean up, and once in a great while there's a lot of drainage. That becomes a challenge, and then I wish I had a third hand, but I work quickly and stay on top of it as best I can. First, I want to individually discuss the supplies I use. I use a Hollister 16-inch appliance with a Cryer ring and adhesive tape. I like the long appliance for several reasons. One, it will hold a lot of drainage and the gas, which I sometimes have. Two, its length lessens the possible splashback when it is being emptied. And three, I like the shape, which makes it easy to empty. I will probably empty it about 30 to 35 times during the 4 days it will be in use. Most times will be at home, but some will be in other places, such as friends' homes, restaurants, public buildings, and so forth. It has a bottom clip. I have never had the clip hinge fail, but I usually replace the clip several times a year. A new clip comes with every box of 30 appliances. Second, I use micropore 3M tape. It is also called paper tape. Third, I use Hollister Adapt paste in a tube. It comes in a tube. 4, Smith & Nephew skin prep in a packet. Next, scissors with a blunt point. A bar of soap. A paper cup to hold lukewarm water. A pan to hold lukewarm water. A hand mirror. Toilet paper. A plastic trash bag. And a cloth cover, as I don't like to feel the plastic against my skin. These are custom made by a place called Ileostomy.com in Florida, KOOLOSTOMY.com in Florida. Now, how I do it. If you saw my previous video, you know I was buying my home when I had my emergency surgery in 1975. And when you have a new home, people give you lots of stuff. One person gave me a little 2-shelf TV stand, and that became the perfect place to store my ileostomy supplies. I keep it in a corner of my bedroom, and when I change the appliance, I just carry it into the bathroom and put it in front of the john. So I have everything right there in front of me. And how I do it now? I sit on the john with only my slippers on. I empty the appliance, laying the clip on a piece of toilet paper on the floor. I then pour the cup of water into the appliance to clean it, and then empty it again. I do this because I like to discard a reasonably clean used appliance, and I suppose that's really just a personal quirk. I then carefully peel off the old appliance and put it in the plastic trash bag which is lying on the floor. I then take some toilet paper, wet it in the basin of water, run it across the bar of soap, and wash the area around the stoma. If it needs it, I repeat that. I toss the toilet paper in the john. I use the hand mirror to make certain that I have cleaned areas that I can't see. I then take some toilet paper, wet it in the basin of water, and clean off the soap around the stoma, and toss the toilet paper, of course. I then take some toilet paper and gently use it to dry the area around the stoma, and then toss the toilet paper. I then take the scissors and cut off the top of the packet of skin prep. I run the skin prep's pad around the stoma to create the protective barrier over the skin. I toss the used packet and pad in the plastic bag. I let it dry. Sometimes I fan it to make that happen faster. I then take the Adapt paste tube and put a little paste in the uneven areas around the stoma. I then put some paste on the cryo ring of the Hollister appliance for good measure. Then I stand up and place the appliance on my body, pressing the cryo ring down. I then peel off the backing of the adhesive tape and press it down. Then I wash the bottom clip and put it on the appliance. Then I wash my hands. I then use the paper tape to frame the appliance area. I then feel I have 4 levels, so to speak, of seals: the cryo, the Adapt paste, the tape that is part of the appliance, and the paper tape that I have put around it. I then put the cloth cover on and I'm ready to wash the just worn cover, toss the plastic bag, get dressed, and put things away. I am now good to go for another 4 days. I note on one calendar that I've changed it, and on another calendar for 4 days later that it needs to be changed. Figuring that I have changed the appliance every 4th morning, I have now done it almost 3,500 times since 1975. The ileostomy is the only reason I am alive. I still consider it a pretty amazing miracle of surgical skills and medical devices. Thank you for sharing this with me. That's it.